Last week, a story caught my eye about a daughter-in-law who held a boundary with her in-laws for years, but holding her boundary, that wasn't what caught my eye. It's how she finally stopped participating in the conversation around her boundary. So here's today's story. We have Leah. She has in-laws that live out of state and they come and visit once a year. Basically, they move into her house for 2 weeks every single year. And before each and every visit, they pressure Leah to board her dog. Leah has never once said yes. She's never once boarded the dog, but that hasn't stopped the arguments. So before her in-laws get there every single time, Leah works from home. So she cleans out her home office, makes it into a beautiful guest room. Since she's working from home, she feels obligated to make sure they're entertained, they're taken care of, fixes them lunch, all that stuff throughout the day. Her husband gets to jet off to work, but every single day she has to argue with her mother-in-law about her dog. So they're arguing about whether or not the mother-in-law can sit on her couch, even though Leah swears, okay, I vacuumed this before you got here. I told you I would not let the dog on the couch so you could sit down. Nope, mother-in-law doesn't agree with that, will not sit on the couch. It's almost like Leah is trapped for 2 weeks in this same argument while her husband gets to leave. Now you might be asking, why don't they just stay at a hotel? They have the money. Well, it turns out the mother-in-law said, absolutely not. I'm not going to stay in a hotel because we're coming here to see my son and I want to see him as much as possible. And if we stay at a hotel, I'm not going to maximize my time. That is why they refuse to stay at a hotel. Okay, so this year, rather than Leah doing the exact same thing, she decides to go to the internet and she posts her story to a public forum, just to a group of strangers. And what she gets back is so interesting. But not only that, what she did with that information was even better. I'll tell you about that in the next part. But first, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about a mother-in-law constantly pressuring a daughter-in-law to board a dog, basically get rid of a family member while they visit, and then they don't even accept it. They just constantly nitpick the entire 2 weeks, refuses to sit on couches, like just makes it always uncomfortable. Like, what do you think about that? What do you think about Leah's husband? Like, where is he? Why isn't he just saying, Mom, zip it? And what do you think about the fact that the mother-in-law is like, yeah, I would stay in a hotel because it's way more hygienic, but I need to be close to my son. Therefore, I'm staying in your house. I can't wait to tell you what she decided to do in part 2.